Welcome to episode 24 of Project Ozone Kappa mode, or Project Ozone 2 Kappa mode, and I've been making a few upgrades and getting more of these storage buses going. You may notice that I've got more than 7 things now, and that doesn't seem to be filling up. Well, we've got Subnetworks going, so I didn't want to cover this in the introductory episode, but it is definitely worthwhile getting into these as soon as possible. It saves you so much hassle making lots of controllers, and I will make actually lots of controllers anyway, just because, well, this is an expert mode pack, so you kind of want to do that, but we may as well do some other things as well. So let's do Subnetworks. To get those started, remember when I said you can do a network without a controller at all if you have up to 8 items. So this is what a subnetwork does. What we're going to do is create cables that go up to an interface. They're not connected to this row of cables, nor are they connected to this. So it's important, however, that you do actually connect that up. Because what's going to happen is, that shouldn't now, whoops, need to disconnect you. Yeah. So what's going to happen is if you don't have those cables connected up like that, you don't get any power. So you can't get access to these boxes in your system. So you do need to connect them for power reasons, which means I need to put that back, and then I can put the cable back. The quartz fiber supplies power but not data, so it's a useful break between the two different types of the two networks. That's on the original network, our home network up there. This one is not. Same thing here, I've connected these with fiber, so this network is separate to this network. You can use colored cable to do that, so I could use black cable here and white cable here. You can't share that with, you can't use black and then just regular Fluix cable, because Fluix cable will connect to everything. The colored cables won't. So if you want different colors, you can do it without these fibers, but you still need this one to actually connect up to for power. Other than that, on the outside of the subnetwork, you want an interface, which from the outside is just seen as a box. It's seen as just a chest, basically. And of course, on the inside of the network, all these storage buses are connected, so it's like a chest with all of these contained within it, all the reinforced caches. So on the outside, you then just have a storage bus, and you tell your system what to store in it, and then give it a high priority, and then it just acts like a chest. So this is a good first use of subnetworks. There are a lot more. We're going to get to them over time, but this is a good one to start with. Then you don't have to store the items that you have vast quantities of in your main AE network next to the ME drives. And the server room that I normally build is another extension of that idea. It's I remember what the actual name was. The original name was Super Soren Drive that Soren created, of course. I just moved it into a server room kind of arrangement, which works quite well. And you can extend that out pretty much infinitely, just using chained subnetworks. But we won't do that yet. We don't need it. We've only got 2 ME drives and they're not full. So, yeah. I have, however, trained the system to create cells. Well, not cells, but the 1K. Have I trained 4K? No, I've not trained 4K yet. But if you middle-click any item that you already have, if you've got it auto-craftable, you can do it that way, and then it will then go and create one. Great. So that's sorted. I will go and improve that by making up to 16, maybe even 64Ks automatically. I did temporarily move these, and what I could do to make it even more efficient temporarily is turn this into a cross-hatch pattern, checkerboard pattern or chessboard pattern. But I've just moved these so they've only got 2 each, just while I start filling them with recipes, because at the start I'm going to have a lot of recipes and I need interfaces to fill them. Instead of trying to get to them, however, the easiest way to put your recipes in is with an interface terminal, and then you can see all of your interfaces that you are basically creating items with, and you can put your recipes in this way, saves you running around the base. So here you'll see my molecular assemblers. I've spread out the production. So as I said before, in the subcomponents, you want your seeds spread out, and the patterns for the formation annihilation core spread out. This is the wood products. I haven't got a 5th interface yet, otherwise I'd spread out these sticks as well. And then we've got the other items. So I've got plenty of space. What tends to happen if you don't do that? Let me just see how fast it can, whether I've got enough wood for molecular. I've got another one there, I can grab that. let's just craft one. And then I'll see if, well, no, need to craft one. And I'll see if I can show you the sub-component effect. Okay, so if we pop downstairs quickly, you'll see in the crafting monitor that it's going through and crafting all the subcomponents, but you'll see it's only doing it fairly slowly. And it can't make a crafting table until it goes through and creates enough planks. So the more crafting CPUs we're going to have, the more of these molecular assemblers we're going to have. You can see it's using both of these to create planks, but that's not quite as fast as having 4 available. Now it can do 3 subcomponents at once, and if I was to knock off one of those, I could get 4 and speed this whole thing up. So at the moment, actually, let's just grab one. There we go. So it's now making 4 planks at once. So that should speed up the rest of the job. Which is good because it's making a molecular assembler. And I need those. So that's just something to bear in mind, to put in your own system. Make sure you make plenty of molecular assemblers for the subcomponents and things will be happy. I am going to be needing more and more essence. I put in another 30,000 into the bottom. That is now converted into 2,000 crucio. And we're going to need to upgrade that again. I've made another infusion stone, and I'm going through the infusion process yet again, because, well, we're going to need more Britannia stuff. And let me just set the next one going while we wait. It's not Axio now, it is Crucio. So let's just tell it to craft Crucio. There we go, and we can put that back. Job done. It will convert those into Imperio. The real problem is I'm going to need 81 Zavicio, and that's in order to get the Master Infusion Stone. There it is. So it's not compressed Gaia, that requires the Gaia fight. We're going to have to do that as well. But Mass Zavicio block, which needs Zavicio blocks, which each needs 9 Zavicio essence. So 9 times 9, 81. Yeah, that's a lot of essence. That's 60,000 essence or more. So you're going to need huge amounts. The block of Mana Steel I've already created. I've created a block of Terra Steel. Elementium we're about to get to, and Mana Diamond won't be a problem. Dragonstone won't be a problem. Let's go and do those now, shall we? So I've made the Alfheim portal, but not set it off yet. This is how you make it. So from this block that's underneath the side, count 3 out, and then 1 across, and then you put down a mana pool. The nature of pylon on each one. Again, you can find all the recipes for those in Lexicon Britannia under the Alfheim section. So if you go into, if I go back and then just go into index and type Alf. Yeah, so all the recipes are in here for all the various parts, but this is what the portal looks like. And we can just activate it. And there's the portal. Now, it is going to start using the mana from these, so they will eventually die out unless you, or the portal will turn off unless you replenish them with active mana pools. I'm not going to, but you may want to. First thing to do, throw your Lexicon Britannia through, and you get a new version back with the Elven guide. So that is first thing to do. Second thing to do is you probably want to get some of said Dragonstone. In order to do that, I'm going to need diamonds. I need to bring some diamonds. Still don't have huge amounts. Let's see, diamond. And yeah, let's just get 32 of them. Won't be any harm. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. Anyway, I'm actually quite enjoying it. It's a new and interesting challenge. I haven't decided what the pack's going to be after this yet, so if you have any ideas, I was thinking maybe the expert mode or the newest expert mode of all the mods. It's a new pack, 1.12 I think, or 1.10. But there isn't going to be any new alpha, words, can't say words. There isn't going to be new FTB packs for quite some time, I don't think, or at least not expert packs, which is what we want. So let's throw some mana diamonds through and we get some Dragonstone. Yeah. I thought I threw 32 through. When you got 31 back, did they keep one? Oh no, they didn't keep one. Sneaky elves. Yep, and we also want to throw some terra steel through. Not the block. How many terra steel have I got? 8. I actually want 9. 9. Okay, and I'll show you what I did with that setup just then. But we get elementium back, which is great because we can use that to make an elementium block. There we go, and then we can also use the dragonstone to make a dragonstone block. There we go. So that gets us a lot of the components we need for the master infusion stone. The only thing remaining, I think, is this. Well, first of all, there's Vicia block, but that's off camera. We'll do that. The compressed Gaia, which requires Gaia spirits and a lot of it. It's 4 per Gaia spirit ingots, so it's going to need 36 Gaia spirit, and I'm not sure how many you get from one Gaia fight. And another 9 terra steel. Okay, so while I do that and research that in the background, this is just a way of getting terra steel to just arrive in here automatically. So, in fact, I'm going to need to I'm going to need to uncraft this just temporarily because I do need that single terra steel back. So you put terra steel in an item frame, put that on a chest, and put a hopper hock from Britannia next to it. And this is a filtered pickup block, if you like. So you can just drop stuff into that now, and it will then craft into terra steel, which will get picked up automatically. I do have to engineer something to be able to drop just one of each of the components in there, but that's a different problem and not one I need immediately. Black Lotuses, just make sure this mana pool is filled up. Notice that they've each got sparks above them. That just lets you send more mana through, which is makes things faster by far. So I now want to also replace these hammerers. They're irritating that they are taking up so much room for me, and I don't actually want all this setup going on. I'd rather have something much simpler going forward. So without knowing whether this will work in advance, I'm just going to I'm just going to remove it. Disassemble is the word I was looking for. It served us well. It's been great so far, but I think it's outdated already, and that's fine because we should have something a little bit better to take its place once I remove all these blocks, which I do this way. All right, so we've got power only going that way, so I don't need to do anything with that. Instead, I'm going to move these. Yep. And we're going to put them exactly where they should be if they were on here. Just need to move around one. There we go. So the same system below will still work as long as we can supply these products into these boxes. Okay, so it is actually removing dust from that at a rate of knots, and it will do the same thing for each of these as well. So we can, yeah, there you go. It's starting to take it. We have some time before it takes all of those. So what do we actually need to do, or what are we going to do to recreate it? And that's actually pretty good already. I just need to change that to be... no, actually, this is the insert side. So I don't need to do anything with that in the moment. No need at all. Yep, all disabled. All right. So, and in fact, I may even just remove those and put the power back, of course. Where's my power? There we are. So if we send power, say, I'll just put it above for now. I'll sort it out later to hide it all. However, what can we now do to put stuff in here? Because it's not going to last very long, even though there's 5,000 plus in each of these. We can use this. I got it in an actual quest an item bag. I think one of the quest rewards earlier. And I didn't know what it was at first. So I was going through the chests, found this, and it's pretty amazing. So how do we actually use it? Well, we can hide it down here for the most part, I think. Yeah, they're up there. So I can put it here. It'll get power. It uses an awful lot of power, mind you, but when you connect it up to power, it makes cobblestone. So this system, this system that produces the cobblestone in the last millennium, well, you can probably replace that. However, it uses power, so maybe not. Maybe we keep cobblestone where it is. But here we can then get cobblestone and we can then do production on it. This is an End-Dry-O machine. So we can put other End-Dry-O machines in it to do production. So if I put a sag mill in, it makes sand and gravel. So that's 2 of those boxes upstairs already sorted. Mind you, it will use an awful lot of power, so I do have to keep an eye on it. So I may just use it to top up the boxes, because it's going to drain this thing like no one's business. Dust is the one that's still quite annoying. The only way to get it I know of is with the hammers, unfortunately. So I'm going to still need one of these, but maybe we can hide this downstairs as well. Well, I say it's downstairs, it's kind of upstairs from a lower floor, but maybe we can do something like that. So if we can pull anything out of the top, let's just disable you. And that's power, isn't it? So that should be getting power. All we need to do is ensure that sand makes it to this thing, and then out of here and around somewhere, we'll have to output dust. So it will need to come this way. Let's just pop you in. No, in fact, it has to come at the bottom, doesn't it? So, okay. Let's just disable you. And disable you. In fact, no, that's the output. That's annoying. We're just going to go this way. Disable you. And just change you to the up direction. And we're probably going to just extract one thing. Do I have any filters? I should have some filters somewhere. Go and find me a filter. I do want the wireless terminal as soon as possible as well. So make this much easier. Yeah, let's just get a couple of filters. And do they go through the crafting table to reset them? I think they do. Yeah, they do. So that is just fine. And we're going to, in fact, we don't. Well, no, we don't even need a filter. We can just say on white. Does white? No, we do need a filter. Yeah. Because we've got this set up just with colors, and I want to make sure, because this machine can have multiple outputs, that we don't output the wrong thing into this channel. So let's grab the dust. Let's just set the up to only extract dust, and it's going to extract on white, just like before. There we go, and always active. And now when I hook this up to here, that should, theoretically, be extracting dust. Are you hooked up? Not yet, you know. Okay, so now we just need to input sand in, which will be on the other side. Always hard to get around here. I think I've shut myself. No, there we go. That's fine. So now, excuse me, on this side, we need to extract sand and gravel, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, so this might be a bit complicated. Let's see if we can fit it into one block. All right, so are we going to be able to fit it into one block? I don't think we are. I'll be right back. Yeah, we're going to need at least 2 blocks. We're going to need, we can output on yellow. Let me just sever that link. I don't want it to go that way. We can go this way, however. And sever that link. And now we can input yellow into this because yellow is sand. So not on insert, we want yellow. Okay. Sand will go to dust, of course. So on this side, we can extract on yellow. And I'm going to want to filter that to be just sand. which I can probably grab from here. Yeah, we've got 1 sand available. Okay, and ore is active. There we go. It's pulling just fine. Herbarium was here. So that should be filling with sand. And on the other side, we should be getting dust now, or at least this should start hammering. It is. It's going to produce that. And if we put in all the speed upgrades, it's going to be producing a lot of dust. So these two will be filled. The only thing I need to manage is now the gravel. And probably a muffling block for this, because it's okay at the moment, but yeah, I may not want that long term. And then we want that to go to, what color is it? Gray. So appropriately enough for me, let's just disable you. Output gray. And we need another filter. And more terminals. Definitely more terminals. Oh, I've got 14 basic filters. Yeah, let's just take them and put them in my little ender pouch. That should do wonders later. So insert out, no, I only want extract on grey, and basic item filter. We'll grab some gravel. You're going to extract gravel all the time, and then just straight into here. I think. I don't think there's anything else to worry about. Although I will disconnect that just for ease of understanding. That's filled with gravel. It's producing it. Let's see what our power drain's like with that going. So I've not got a shut-off switch yet. No, that's fine. Yeah, because it's not pulling at full stacks at a time. So now all I need to do is hook up this, and because each of these are locked, it shouldn't actually matter how I connect that up. Let's just put... that's coming up there, so I want it from... well, these are filtered, so... yeah, I'll figure that out off camera. These are just going to be extras. We're not going to need these inputs from down there, so maybe I'll just switch these to insert. Will that work? When I get the right colors, you are insert yellow. And the other one is insert white, I think, which we can get this way. White. Okay, are you now increasing? You are. Cool. So we got it set up. We've got all of our storage boxes, and we can just put the floor back. And some conduit facade. And we're done. I can just move this power line out of the way later. I'll probably put some more on the top. What we can also do is, well, here's something else you can do with this block. You can put more machines in to further process things. So I have another side I can pull out of over this side and probably underneath as well. If I put another sag mill in, it also makes silicon and flint. I'm not going to need those at the moment, but if I ever need a stack, I can go and grab one. And if I want to instead do some other processing, let me just get rid of all that stuff. We don't need it. Gravel, petals. Why an arrow? Why do I have arrows and shears? Yeah, so if I want to put in more processing, if I want glass all the time, which I do, I can put an alloy smelter in here and it'll take some sand out of that and produce glass. And I think concrete, because gravel smelts into concrete. Not sure then what a sag mill would do to that. It would probably convert the glass back into sand by another excessive process. So I'm not going to use the other sag mill for now, but I may well want the alloy smelter because we do want a certain amount of glass in our system. But that's okay for now. It's just something I wanted to upgrade and neaten this area up substantially, which it is actually working. Are you all done? You are. You're into Imperio now. Okay, so Imperio Essence, I need the other Infusion Stone. I now crafted 2. Do I have enough to do... I have 700, so that's enough for 4 stacks. In fact, let's just process it this way. And are you outputting? You're not outputting because I've not connected you, have I? Okay, I need to connect you. And input, output. Always active. And that should output. Yeah, it has. And we've got enough. Turn off quickly. Because we still need this for seeds. Oh my, it's still feeding in. No, go away. We still need that for seeds, so do bear in mind you do still want to keep some of the next to top tier, and maybe even some of this tier as well. I'm out at the moment, but we can always collect more of the lower tier from there later once we have the Master Infusion Stone. So with that, well, we need to go and have a look what we need to do for the Master Infusion Stone. Okay, so the first thing we need for this fight is the beacon, and that requires us to get a bunch of different stuff together. In this case, we're going to need some smoky quartz, which needs some coal. I don't need very much of it, I don't think, but that is fine. Let's just look at the beacon recipe. Smoky quartz slab, which is 3 smoky quartz, which is 4 of these. So, yeah, that is straightforward. And there we go. Let's put those back. We're going to need some mana diamond and some hardened aluminum glass. Hardened aluminum glass is quite easy to make. It is just pulverized obsidian with some aluminum, which should be crafted up. Yeah, we got some of that. So we just need some mana diamond now. And then I'm going to need to make some pylons as well. Okay, let's go and get the mana diamond sorted. How much have these gone down? That's actually pretty okay. We can also fill up these with blacker lotuses, of course, so it's not too important in our particular case. Mana diamond, I'm out of diamonds again, aren't I? We're going to want a block of mana diamond this time, so I'm going to need 8 more at least, so let's just make a few more diamond. And let's just put a few of these things I don't need anymore away, like the sand, the gold, the conduit facade, the sag mill. Why I've got petals in there, I don't know. And then I say extra item frame. Okay, so we also want ender pearls, because I think we're going to have to convert those as well through the Alpha portal, the Alfheim portal. We can do that quite easily. Let's just convert these across. Thank you. And convert you across. Thank you as well. Okay, hopefully this is what they want. So we get pixie dust back for ender pearls, and for the others we're going to get... Oh no, wait, I should have done that. Oh, I got more dragonstone. I don't want dragons. Well, we got spur dragonstone. It's fine, I need more diamonds. Just throwing them away now. I shouldn't be, but yeah, we're down to 49 diamonds. I need to stop making mistakes like that. Anyway, we got more diamonds. Let's just sort that out. Yeah, there we go. Fine, so we've now got enough to make a block of mana diamond, which is what we need in the center, with hardened aluminum glass on the top and these on the bottom. Okay, we got a beacon. We're probably going to want to surround it with something, but we need to get other things sorted first. Like, I'm going to need this elementium, I think, because I'm going to need to temporarily, I'm going to have to replace it later, make these pylons. What's the pylon recipe again? I think it's with the previous. This is the ritual and visualize. Go back. I need mana pylons, and they are gold, mana steel, and mana diamonds. Okay, so we need 4 of them. Gold, we've got in the system. Mana steel. Let's just borrow that block of mana steel and convert it back. Gold. And then we should be ready for the ritual of Gaia. Hopefully, assuming it doesn't kill me. It shouldn't do, but I need to get my fight stuff out. Gold. And then I think we'll go and do it in the mining world, because I'm not comfortable with trying to do that in my base. Just in case. Not as bad as the nether, but the wither, but still bad enough. Okay, 4 of those. Let's just take this back. And then we have just enough elementium to get these when I get this the right way around. And then we need 1 block of terra steel, I think. Let's take a couple, because I don't know how many of the stuff I'm going to get back. And let's just put all the stuff away that I don't want to potentially lose. We want the 4 Gaia pylons. We want the beacon. We're going to put the dragonstone back, and everything else is pretty much fine, I want to say. Let's just put these away because we don't need all of those. And get out my golden bag of holding, which I haven't put the reincarnation or resurrection thing from. Let's just get, because we're complete wimps, let's just get some of our more of our health boosting stuff out of there. Like that. Yeah, there we go. We're into the blue range of hearts. Yeah, so we're going to need then just some blocks of iron, I think. I'm almost sure that's a StarCraft joke. Let's just go back. We want the original Gaia 1. So is there a block of iron underneath that? I assume there is. So let's just get some blocks of iron and head to our mining world. There we go. All right, here will do. We'll see how bad this gets. Let's just pop down our... Let's just put these in the ground, shall we? Do I have a tool? I do have a tool. Because the pylons need to be 1 level above everything else. So having these in the ground is a good way to start, I feel. Okay, and then we can pop the beacon down. Great, and now I need my Lex Britannia and visualization mode. Hopefully, there. So, this is 1 away. So is it, I want to say 3 away in either direction, maybe? Right-click any block to anchor this structure preview to it. So if I right-click there, then I can just put the blocks 1 away from that. Needs to be 1 further up. Don't suppose it matters which block I put them on. And it's 1 to the right, isn't it? So 1 there, 1 here, and then just pop all these down. And then I can remove. See, that looks too high now. Yeah, we'll give it a try. I can always move it down 1. That's much easier than moving it up. Where's my Matic again? All right, and then let's unvisualize just so I can see everything. That looks good. Let's give it a try and see if that works. I may have to move them down. To do that, I think you just throw Terra Steel on here. So let me just put my other... All right, you ready for the fight? I am, hopefully. Shift right click the beacon. The guitar music is new. Oh no! No, no, no! Let me get close. I got close once. Looks like I'm going to be cutting this fight out. I'm cutting it down. Ah! That's not good, I've got the withering effect. Still can't shoot you. I can hit him very, very slowly though. Alright, we'll be right back once this thing is nearly dead. Oh, summon phase! Well, at least there aren't any creepers. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Well, we can get rid of them this way, I guess. Down you go. No! Witches, no! Ugh! Die! One health? Ready? I'm ready. But we get 8 Gaia Spirit, which is 2 ingots, so I'm going to need to do that fight a fair bit more. But I'm not going to do it on camera. And here we are, 5 fights later, collecting witches. Yep, that will do. Another one, please. There we go. And we got plenty of drops. In fact, all of this of the useless kind, and this is more of the boss kind. So in here, we've got lots of zombie heads, useful for Z-Logic controllers. Miniature yellow hearts, which we've got plenty of now, but yeah, mainly 40 Gaia Spirit. Alright, so finally time to craft this thing. This is expensive, so let's get the last block of mana steel. Okay, so we have the massive VCO block, that's 81 VCO, expensive by itself. We've got the compressed Gaia from 5 or 6 Gaia fights, I want to say. It's 8 per fight, so yeah, maybe 4 or 5. Nether Star, that's our last Nether Star. I only fought the Wither once, so we used it 1 previously. Elementium, Terra Steel, Mana Steel, Dragonstone, and Mana Diamond. Okay, you're also going to need a full, completely full mana pool. And I'll show you that in a second. Well, it won't be full for very long. Off it goes. And we're going to need a living rock as normal. So yeah, I'm completely out of Blacker Lotuses now. I'm going to need some other way to do that. But that's okay. The Master Infusion Stone, while it's crafting in the background, I really should upgrade this mana spreader. That's going to take ages, but it allows us to do an awful lot of stuff, and I'll show you the results of that in the next episode because it's all relatively straightforward. So the Master Infusion Stone, yeah, it can do infusion, but it can also make Temperio Essence, which is the big bottleneck. So Temperio Essence gives us access to the Ultimate Furnace, not necessarily too enthusiastic on that. Temperio Essence Block, which has a bunch of other recipes. Yeah. Let's go back to Temperio Essence for a second. Mainly it opens up the Demon Steel. It lets us get to diamond seeds, so I don't have a shortage of diamonds and emeralds, and Wither Skeleton seeds, which are needed to make nether seeds, nether star seeds, with Temperio Essence blocks. So that's very expensive, and then we need Spirit Binder, which, oh no, I'm going to be fighting the Wither, the Gaia at least 4 more times, and the Wither at least 2 more times, but we've got Ectoplasm, so that's fine. And then once I do that, we can get Nether Star Seeds, which it's so great once you actually have those. You don't have to worry about the Wither ever again. But carrying on with Temperio Essence, yeah, its uses are many. We can get Manual Seeds, not too enthusiastic, but Terra Steel Seeds, I don't have to automate this apparatus over here. I can make Terra Steel directly. I have to make 4 more blocks and get 4 Temperio Essence and then go from Mana Steel, which is straightforward. But that's great. Vibrant Alloy Seeds, also great. And Draconium Seeds, well, we just need the Draconium ore, so I need to go back into the end to get that, but a Silk Touch pick and 8 of those ores, and we get Draconium Seeds, which will be very good for Draconic Evolution, of course. So yeah, this is a big, big upgrade to our abilities, and your a third through. And we're done. Look at that. Master Infusion Stone. Oh, great. There we go. Quest complete. So much stuff opened up, and I'm going to need another cache, although it's not going to contain many if I've only got 56 to work with. Okay, thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Feel free to give it a thumbs up if you have, and subscribe if you haven't. I'm more than happy to hear your comments, so please leave them in the comments below. And next episode we'll get back on track. We've now unlocked Demon Steel, or we will do shortly, which means, well, at some point soon we're going to have to get some big reactors. Hope you'll join me for that. I'm not sure if that's next episode or maybe the one after, but until then, thanks for watching.